Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our beautiful Sunday webinar. And today it's on patterns. Why patterns? Because everything in our life is all about patterns. I am Dr. Saurabh Bidani, your host for the next few minutes, and we are going to facilitate us to getting to a better space in our life by giving up on what we call as negative patterns. I have worked with over 25,000 happy clients, and I am an expert in 30 human behavior modalities, which range from energy healing to psychology. So, you are in the perfect place if you're looking for a shift or change in your life, if you're looking to transform your life completely. All right. So, first and foremost, let's start addressing some of the things here. There are people who have asked this question. Nimrita says, I would like to work on patterns of negative self talk and buckling under external pressure, especially under work. And Usha ji says, being lazy and not wanting to do why cannot understand in spite of being active, want to postpone always anything like doing constructive or even normal work. Okay, perfect. So we have two patterns here that people have talked about. One is about procrastination, and the other pattern is about not being able to communicate clearly. Okay, so these are two major patterns here. We will talk about those, but let's go into a general specific things. What is a pattern? It is a set format of life that we are happy or unhappy with. Life is full of patterns, right? The sun is, I'll come to the sun for a second. So we know our solar system. Our solar system revolves around the sun. Our Earth rotates around its own axis or revolves around the center of the axis. The sun revolves around the center of its own axis, and the whole solar system revolves around the super sun. So there is a continuous flow of pattern that is happening in the universe from a nature perspective. The pattern is that during springtime, everything is blooming. In autumn, all the plants and leaves start shedding. Pattern exists everywhere in nature. We love the pattern, right? Oh, beautiful curly leaves of autumn, brown leaves falling, and we're like, wow, such romanticism. And then we talk about patterns of spring, oh, beautiful, colorful flowers. Now, if they existed all the time, we would not appreciate them. Just because there is a pattern to it, we appreciate it. But that doesn't mean that we don't have the strength to take over the pattern. Why am I talking about this? Is because patterns are the fact of life. There is no upay, no remedy to cut a pattern. The only thing is to change the way we look at it and to have the strength to manage it in our lives. The patterns that in fact, all patterns, we may see it or not, all patterns are created in our life for the greater good. May not be particularly for your good, by the way, but for greater good. For society first, then for family, and then for you. So everything that you exhibit is doing that every single second. So patterns for us, be it with money, be it with relationships, be it with health, they are our relationship. How we deal with people is a relationship. How we deal with money is a relationship. How we deal with our health is a relationship. So each pattern is formed of a connected relationship. What we do not see or we are unable to see is that the pattern never remains the same. You'll be like, how is that possible? But everything is the same. I make the same amount of money and it drops. I make the same amount of money and it drops. Yes, that situation is the same, but your wisdom has shifted. You have a choice to change it. When things remain the same, that means you are not willing to shift it because you believe that if you try to change something, it will get worse. So there was a beautiful story of a man and a woman who were in a restaurant and having this yummy, yummy dosa. They were elderly couple, and the man dosa came. The man fed his wife, and everybody's looking and saying, "Wow, what a romantic couple! They are sitting together and having this yummy dosa." Then they ordered a second dosa, and now the wife fed the husband. They were like even more happier. Wow, what amazing romance! What amazingness! And good morning to Sandhya ji and Chetan ji. Thank you so much for being here. And everybody is just like mesmerized by this romance. And this happens every Sunday. So 3 months, every Sunday, this couple comes and eats the same way. First the husband feeds the wife, and then the wife feeds the husband. So now the waiter who's been serving them is a little curious. कि ये क्या है? What is this? While the romance and everything is okay, why can't they order two dosas and eat it at the same time? So this person goes up and says, "Sir, we enjoy your romance that you guys have. But why are you not eating together? Why are you not ordering two dosas?" So he says, the husband says, "Well, we share a set of dentures between us." And the waiter is confused. "Sir, but can't you afford two dentures?" He said, "Yes, of course I can. But here is the problem. Who will use the second set? Because if the second set is better, then who gets to keep the first one? Because both of us will want the second one. If the second set is not that good, then who will keep the first one? Because both of us don't want the second one then. So we don't want to conflict. And this is where we refuse to break patterns. Do you see how beautifully the story explains that we don't want to change things in our life because of fear of conflict? Conflict or breaking of things is the only way you can break patterns. You can do it small conflicts or a huge big bang. The universe was created by small little bangs. And if those bangs or conflicts had not happened, we would not have this universe. All right, let's get to the first exercise. So I want everyone, whoever, whatever you have, every single pattern you carry, pick one. Okay, just pick one for now. And we are going to release it, or we're going to learn an exercise that will help release the pattern. Okay? So I want you to close your eyes, think about the pattern you have in your life, and know that every single thought in our life is stored in our body. Now I want you to take your feet and tighten your feet. Put your toes in, just tighten it, 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 and release it. Now I want you to focus on your calves. Now tighten the muscles of your calves. Tighten it, tighten it, tighten it, tighten it, tighten it, tighten it. Just the calves, by the way. Tighten it, tighten it, tighten it, tighten it, and release. Now I want you to focus on your thighs and start tightening the muscles of the thigh. Tighten it, tighten it, as much as you can. It's okay. Tighten it, tighten it, tighten it, tighten it, tighten it, and release. And now I want you to focus on your bottoms, your hips, and clench your hips as if you are trying to swallow a coin. Tighten it, 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 and release. Take a breath as we focus now on the stomach and your chest. Tighten your stomach and your chest. Tighten it, 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 and release. Now focus on your shoulders. Tighten it, 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 and release. Focus on your arms. Tighten it, 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 and release. Focus on your hands. Make a fist and tighten the fist. Tighten it, 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 and release. Focus on your jaws. Tighten it. Clench your jaws and release. Focus on your eyes. Close your eyes and press them hard. Close them. Keeping your eyes closed, raise your eyebrows as much as you can. Raise, 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 and relax. Now we are going to tighten every single part of the body together. So let's start. One, two, three. Tighten your feet, calves, thighs, buttocks, stomach, chest, hands, arms, shoulders, face. Tighten it. Yes, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. And release. This exercise should be done daily, once every hour, and wherever your patterns are stored in your body will start getting released. And within 11 days, you'll start seeing differences in your life. Your changes will start happening. By the way, we are having an amazing workshop which is called Soulmate. And if you are in a marriage or single, or if you're looking for self love, join this workshop because it will change your life with exercises like this and more. Let's continue on. So, does anybody know what mandala means? Please type in the chat box. What does a mandala mean? Good morning to ARC. So, Nana, you've asked this question. Can it be being bullied, controlled by you, by who? I don't understand the question, so you have to ask that again. Uh, Chetanji, good morning. I think we said that. So, tell me, does anybody know what a mandala means? Design created from patterns. Okay, interesting. And by the way, everybody who's watching, can you please press the like button? Thank you so much. It helps get the word out so everybody can see and know and make changes in their life. Sujata, 21 days for what? I am not sure. Nimrita says design create from patterns. Okay. So a mandala is a pattern created from the path that planets would have taken if the Earth was the center of the solar system. So it's calculated based on the patterns by the Sun, by Jupiter, Mars, Uranus, Venus, Pluto, Neptune. All of them would create that pattern around the Earth, and that makes a mandala. It is extremely complicated. Whenever we believe that we are the center of people's universe, we complicate things and we created a pattern in our life that is not serving us. There are positive patterns, by the way, people going for walks in the morning, praying to God, meditation, they're all positive patterns. These are very good. But none of these patterns ever make you the center of the universe. Remember, a negative pattern is created when you try and take all the focus of life on you, and a positive create pattern is created when you decide nature is the center and you are one of the nature. A very simple way of understanding all the negative patterns in our life. Yes, Sunaina, for being controlled by family is also a pattern for sure. Yes, it is. Now we're going to do exercise number 2 to release the patterns in our life. Ready for it? I want you to put your hands up like this. Okay. Now, for the first minute, or 2 minutes, or 3 minutes, or 4 minutes, or 5 minutes, this will be fine. Straighten, okay? No angles, nothing. It has to be completely straight, or it could be like this. You choose. Straight. What happens? Can anybody tell me what will happen after 5 minutes of holding on to your arms like this? Tell me. Let's see. Pain. Nimrita says pain. Absolutely right. Now, the exercise is you have to hold this for 20 minutes. But the magic thing here to do is that you will look at it minute by minute. Okay, so your objective is get to 20 minutes, but you will say, okay, 1 minute. I'm going to try and get through the first minute first, the second minute second, the third minute third. You will realize that you'll be able to get through 20 minutes of holding your hand up with minimum amount of pain. Otherwise, you will be screaming in excruciating pain after 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes. Excruciating pain. This pain is as bad as somebody describes. Well, I would not like to compare. I'm a man, so I'm not going to compare that. But I've heard this, okay, from the experts that the pain is almost as bad as giving birth, passing a kidney stone. So that's how excruciating the pain can be. But if you divide the exercise into 1 minute periods, it reduces the pains completely and you're able to get through it. So, to do this exercise, you will first set the pattern in your mind as an intent and do that exercise for 20 minutes. You can start to 5, 6, 7. The day you are able to get to 20 minutes, your patterns will start breaking. So you may not get to 20 minutes in the first day, but the day you get there, your patterns will start breaking. Because you will release the need to control. What are we doing here? We're trying to control the hand for 20 minutes. No, you bring it down to 1 minute. Stay in the moment. It's a great awareness exercise, also. Because our patterns, even though they seem the same, have changed, and we don't realize it because we are unaware. So it takes out the physical pain, the physical issues, the physical memories of the patterns, and I'll tell you why in a second why removing physical memories is important. It improves the awareness, it humbles you. Now, all the cells of our body, they change within a year and 2 months. Only when we are able to shift the memory of the cells, the new cells produced will have a new way of thinking. So when you do this and you change the way of thinking, you break the cell memory completely out. That means the patterns that are stored in your cell memory are gone and you are happy. And this creates an amazing relationship, be it with wealth, be it with money, be it with your spouse. And going back to that, don't forget to join our workshop on Soulmates 21-day workshop. We're going to have plenty of fun and lots of exercises, especially on breaking patterns as well, because that's extremely important. Because if you are single or you're in a relationship and you are unhappy, that means something has not worked out for you. And that pattern is continuing. And we're going to change and shift that because it's a 21-day challenge for you to shift out of who you are to become who you truly supposed to be. I hope you all enjoyed this. Please share this with people. You have the link, share it with people, let them know about this, let them experience this webinar. It's extremely important that we all shift it because when you shift one person, 10 people around you in your life who are important to you shift. So start sharing and start shifting. I am Dr. Saurabh Binani. I'll be back with a new webinar next Sunday. We meet every Sunday at 11 a.m. God bless and have a wonderful, wonderful day and a wonderful life ahead. Like I close all my sessions, I'm going to do it with the cosmic chant. Please join me. Deep breath in. thank you all for being here. Without you, there would be no workshop. God bless and have a wonderful day ahead.